Hi, everyone. Danny Miles from Toronto, here for another edition of the IntoBridge Daily Celebrity Challenge. As usual, we're going to play 5 deals with the robots as our partner and opponents, and you're going to play the same 5 deals and compare your score to mine. My partner, Leah, and I are playing Gavin's Advanced Master System, so they may be a little bit more aggressive when it comes to upgrading and competing. And you may see slight nuances in the different auctions that you might see at your table because our partners are playing different systems. So let's get right into it. Our partner has opened a spade and Eastover calls 2 diamonds. We have a limit raise. We have 9 high card points, but we have a doubleton diamond. We have a 4th trump. We have a couple of 10s, 9s, and 8s. Pretty good fan-tan hand if you're a Barbu player. So what are our options here? 3 diamonds. It's going to show a limit raise in spades, at least 9 hardcore points, at least 3 plus spades. Let's check what 2 no trump is, because a lot of people these days play 2 no trump as a 4 card or longer limit raise or better in the major. But no, Leah plays this just as natural. So we're not going to do that. So we're simply going to bid 3 diamonds. And we're happy with how things have gone so far. West raised, and partner took the pressure off of us and bid game themselves. Okay, we have a diamond loser, 2 club losers, and a potential heart loser. The opponents may be able to take a club ruff as well, but they would have to do that right away. So there's nothing really to do yet other than just follow suit. And then later in the hand, we're going to have to figure out how to handle the hearts. So we're going to watch what the opponents do. Okay, this is not good. Is there any sense? Remember, north is the declare, the hidden hand. Is there any sense in false carding here? I don't think it's going to fool anybody, and it's not going to discourage a continuation. It would be different if, the queen jack were visible or the queen was visible and we dropped the jack, and then they'd be worried about setting up the queen. But if we just drop the queen here, East can just continue. They know, okay, I'm not setting anything up for declare. So we'll continue low. And 7 of hearts. There we go. All right. So what on earth is the robot doing? They cash the ace of diamonds, cash the ace of clubs, and now shifting to a high heart. So we have kind of 2 bites at the apple here. We can play low on the heart, and if the lead was from the 10, then we're going to be great and capture the queen. But in all likelihood, the West probably has queen 10, and we're going to end up losing a heart, unless it's doubleton and we somehow divine to drop it. But why didn't East continue clubs? Maybe it was a singleton. Maybe it was ace king. Anyway, we're going to draw trumps and figure out what's going on. Queen. Okay, that's really good. East basically handed us a trick by shifting to a heart away from the 10. So let's see if there's any special care needed here. If trumps are 3-1 or better, we can simply draw trumps, and we are going to lose 1 club. We just play a low club to the 10, and then our hand will be high. Finessing against the 10 of hearts now is going to work, but it doesn't gain us an extra trick because we would just be pitching a club winner. So let's see if trumps are breaking. They are. Okay. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to claim they are going to get 1 trick. So save us some time. It was a singleton. So East was desperate, and they kind of had no winning option. Even cashing the ace of clubs at trick 1, hoping to get their partner in with a diamond, would not have worked. They would have been very sad when their partner followed low and declare won the singleton jack. That would have made me very happy, but that would have made East very sad, especially since their partner was probably a big favorite to hold the jack of diamonds on the bidding, and then, when you see too little in the dummy. So that would have been quite something. And that's actually not an unreasonable effort to cash the ace of clubs and try to get your partner in with a diamond. So we made our 4, just like it says, double dummy. And we go to the second deal. 8 and 6 is 14. We are not going to upgrade this to a no trump. Second share vulnerable with 4-3-3 and jacks. This hand actually kind of sucks for a 14 count, if I may say so myself. We'll just open a club and then make all kinds of minimum bids. So a diamond double should promise both majors. It does, 4 or more in both majors. So as much as we'd like to kind of bid one no trump to just show how balanced we are, we'll bid one spade. Natural up to 18 points. Oh, it's only 3 spades. Okay, I lied. We're going to bid 2 spades, which is going to show a minimum with 4 spades. I could lie and show only 3 spades and maybe we get to no trump, but I think this is kind of the proper bid in the system. Get the bidding up to the 2 level, show partner we have 4 of them, and let them decide. They're unlimited. They're not a pass bid. Okay, so we bought it for 2 spades. And we have 3 diamond losers and a club loser. And that should be it. We're going to have 2 club losers in our hand, but those can be taken care of with dummies long hearts. So I think we're in the perfect spot. 2 spades or 2 hearts. 2 hearts is actually probably better in case spades break horribly, or in case they go diamond, they cash 4 tricks and then play another diamond. That might give us a little bit of trouble if East roughs. Fortunately, though, we have Ace, King, Queen, Jack, so we should be able to handle any 3-2 break and even a 4-1 break if they don't find an uppercut. Queen? No. Ace, King, Queen. Okay, good so far. Don't pitch a heart instead of a heart rough. That would be bad. Ace of clubs. And now his best defense is to, East pitched a club. So if another club comes by, diamond, this is their best defense. This is a very good defense. So what we want to do is we're simply going to pitch a heart from dummy, rough in our hand, draw trumps, and then we're going to have, we're only going to have one pitch then for our club loser. So we do need to be a little bit careful if trumps are 4-1. But if trumps are 4-1, then it's only going to take 3 rounds to draw them once East roughs. Or sorry, no, he's not. If he doesn't rough, then we actually may give up a trick. So I think I actually want to rough this in the dummy. This is very interesting. It's almost like a roughing in both hands here. Yeah, let's do that. 8, okay. Jack, okay. So let's start with the ace of spades. See what happens. Both followed. Okay, so now we can claim because even if hearts are 5-0, we still have enough for a club rough. My claim was declined. Okay, sorry. Well, let's figure this out. Oh, yeah. Because East could still have 2 trumps. Or someone could still have 2 trumps, and then we wouldn't have enough. So I think we're just going to bank on hearts not being 5-0. West can't have 5 hearts, right? They've shown up with 5 diamonds, 2 spades, 1 spade, and a bunch of clubs. The other option is I could rough a club now, cash the queen of spades, get back to my hand with a heart, and draw the last trump. That risks an over rough in case we've played, 1 round of clubs that East pitched a club. So West would have had to have 7 clubs. 7 clubs for this to get over roughed. Okay, so I'm going to play a club. And if West roughs it, well, that's bad. No, that's okay, because then we just draw trump and rely on hearts. Okay, so I'm going to play this. And there's a heart pitch. Okay, so as long as this doesn't get roughed, don't get roughed. Okay, good. And now we can click. So nothing much to that deal, as long as you just get to your major suit contract. Interesting that the opponents can make 3 of either minor. So maybe our system helped us in being able to jump to 2 spades to take away West's room. I'm not sure if they would have found a bid over 1 spade anyway. So deal number 3, we have 11 high card points. We're first chair, white against red. So I am going to open this hand. 1 heart. We have great hearts, of course, other than missing the ace, king, queen. Okay, take out double. So what do we want to do? We can't redouble. We could pass. That's one option. We could bid 1 no trump. That's another option. Or we could just bid our second suit, 2 diamonds. So I don't really like one no trump. Typically at match points I would, but the takeout double scares me. And also I'd like to have a little bit something in both of my doubletons to do that. Like generally if you open a major and partner bids a spade, at match points it's fine, I think, to rebid one no trump if you're 5-4-2-2 and your second suit, your four card suit isn't great, and your doubletons are okay. Often you'll run into situations where partner could be 5-5 in like spades and clubs here, and you beat two diamonds, and now you're stuck because partner doesn't have enough strength to force the game, and they're just stuck putting you probably in a passing you in a 4-2 fit or putting you back in a 5-1 fit. It's just all the options are ugly. So rebidding one no trump then would allow partner to get out in their 5-card major, or if they choose to get out in the other minor, whatever. So this one's tricky. I could pass. Pass is certainly reasonable, but we may lose a diamond fit if we do that. And that shows exactly two spades, apparently, because I guess we would be able to rebid something naturally if we didn't have two spades. So maybe that's the best play. What's going to happen if we pass? West might bid. If West bid no trump or clubs, do we then want to back in with two diamonds? It's two diamonds. Two diamonds is just natural. I'm going to choose to pass. And this may not be everyone's choice. Although white-red, maybe we should just bid our suit. Yeah, I'm just going to bid my suit. Hopefully we survive here. Okay. So hopefully we don't have like a 6-2 spade fit or something silly. And hearts, of course, probably are not breaking. But let's see what we bought. Okay, we did fine here, I think. We bought 10 points. As it turns out, if I rebid one no trump, we'd probably play there, and we do fine. If I pass, my partner, well, I don't know what West would do. They might actually be in trouble. They have no fit. They would probably bid no trump or clubs, and we'd be able to double them. So maybe I did poorly on this by bid. Maybe passing was better. Anyway, on to the deal. We've got the 3 of hearts lead. So we're going to lose, in all likelihood, 2 hearts. Hopefully they're breaking no worse than 4-2. And 2 clubs is 4 tricks. And then we have to handle the 4th diamond. And we're not going to be able to rough it in the dummy because they've already let a trump. So either maybe we can set up the jack of clubs by some miracle, or maybe there's some squeeze where we can get East isolated down to a spade guard and a club guard, or a spade guard and a diamond guard. But we may not have the entries and the timing to do that. So let's see. We're going to play low in the first trick and let our heart spots do their work. Okay, this isn't really what we want to see. We don't want to be roughing. King of clubs, 10 of diamonds. Oh, goodness. Okay. So if East is setting up a rough, well, no, East made a take of double of hearts and spades. Yeah, so if anybody's roughing, it's going to be West on the second diamond. But the 10 should deny the jack. So I think diamonds are probably, West probably has jack doubleton and East probably has 10, 9, 8, 4th. And interesting, I'm wondering, now we're not going to have the power to use the 7 and the 6, I don't think, to double hook East out of his remaining 9, 8. Unless the jack is singleton right now. But do I want to burn my dummy entry right now and then I have to take the finesse right away? No, I'm just going to win the ace in my hand and keep going with trumps. Now, the one thing to be careful of is if West does have a singleton diamond, right? We win, we play a trump. Let's say East wins. Let's see, he has the ace queen and he plays a diamond for a rough. And then a club comes back, and then another diamond for a rough. We are then going to, are we going to have a diamond loser in our hand? No, we're still going to have the ace high. So we're the queen. So we're fine doing it this way. 4, okay. So it's probably jack 4 doubleton and 10, 9, 8, 4th. So we're getting a picture of East's hand now. Probably 4 spades, 4 diamonds, 3 or 4 clubs, and 1 or 2 hearts. So unfortunately, they're probably going to be able to tap us out here. Let's just get going on trumps and see what happens. Ace. Okay, good. That's a good sign. 5 of diamonds. This is not ideal, but he's probably leaving himself down with the 9-8. He's 10-9-8-5. So basically, we're going to win the king, come to our hand in trumps, and exit a club. I think that's all we can do, and then hope that there's some crazy squeeze against East in spades and diamonds, but West is going to be able to guard the third round of spades. So this is not going to work, but sort of nothing else, nothing better to try. Come to hand. Oh, trumps are 3-3. Okay. So turns out we probably should have passed, and we would have just taken a lot of tricks against whatever they're playing. Well, maybe not so much. 2 diamonds, 2 spades. Yes, maybe they would have been okay because the ace queen of hearts were on side for them. So they've gotten 3 tricks. I think they're going to get a club for sure, and they're probably going to get a diamond. All I can do now is just exit a club. They're going to play a spade to break up any potential squeeze, and that's going to be the end of the hand. I want East to win. Give him, make it easier for him to continue clubs or diamonds. I don't want him to play a spade. Now this is not going to work, but it's just sort of good technique. So the 8 of diamonds is still out. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just run our hearts, and if we see the 8 of diamonds, great, and if not, we're just going to play spades. Is my 6 of clubs high? Nope. Okay, so we'll play a spade, and they're going to get a trick. So making 2, we survived. I don't know what happens if we pass or bid a no trump. You can certainly let me know in the comments how 1 no trump does. I think we're going to do actually pretty good, pretty well. The defense, let's see what it says here, double dummy. No, actually, it says nobody can make anything in no trump. And we can only make 1 heart. So I think the defense had to get, what? Oh, spades were guarded over here. Okay. Oh yeah, right. He may take a double hearts and spades. I kept giving him spades during the hand. So that was a mistake. He just had both minors. I think if the defense just taps us out, yeah, diamonds and clubs, that's better. Interestingly, the ace of clubs is not good enough because they wouldn't be able to continue the tap. So they have to just start diamonds or low clubs. So they were never finding that lead in a million years. Okay, next deal number 4. We have 17 high card points, and it's gone a club past spade to us. So 3 options. We could double. Not crazy about that with 5 hearts and 3 diamonds. We could overcall 1 strong no trump. Okay. That actually denies 5 hearts, as probably it should. Or we could overcall 2 hearts. And I don't like my heart suit at all, but sort of have no choice here. I mean, you can't pass with 17 points these days. So I'll overcall 2 hearts and hope it doesn't get us into any trouble. 3 diamonds by partner. Wow, interesting. Okay, and 3 spade rebid. So our hand is I mean, there's good and bad. We have ace jack third of diamonds. We have a doubleton club, roughing value. I prefer to have like ace fifth of hearts instead of king queen, in case partner has a singleton. And unfortunately, we've got queen jack third of spades, which is a certain trick on defense. You know, against 3 spades, we actually have quite a bit of defense. We're staring at 3 tricks and could easily score another trick from partner's hand, of course. I mean, they just bid freely at the 3 level and potentially a heart as well. What are my options? I could bid 4 diamonds. I'm not crazy about that, although support double. East knows kind of the trump length here. So East is going to have 5 or 6 spades. So partner's going to have 1 or 2. If partner has 2 little spades, I don't think I want to compete. There's just going to be too much work to do. And we may even get doubled, who knows. But we have great support for partner. So 4 diamonds would show to play enough trumps in shape to compete. The other option is, could we double them? What's double? Still a takeout double, and that shows more clubs, less diamonds, and less spades. So we're not doing that. So we can't even penalize the opponents. So our choices are pass, happy to have pushed them up to the 3 level, or support partner in diamonds. And if they have 2 little spades, we're just going to have too many losers. I think, we're going to have probably a heart loser, 2 spade losers, and then we're just going to have to take all the minor suit tricks. And what does that leave the opponents? I mean, that would leave the opponents, 15 points between them, which is a little bit unlikely given that they've both been, one opened the bidding and the other responded and now competed to 3 spades. Is this showing high card? Whoops. No, I don't want to do that. I want to see what 3 spades it is. Oh, here, I'll get rid of this. Whoops. There it is. So 3 spades doesn't really promise any extra points. So this is a pretty tough bidding decision, I think. If partner has a 7th diamond, that we want to bid. But it's interesting. Partner could have just overcalled 1 diamond over 1 club, and they didn't. And they could have overcalled 2 diamonds weak or 3 diamonds weak. So it's very interesting that they're coming in now. I almost suspect maybe they have a partial fit in hearts. So if that's the case, then yeah, I think we actually do want to bid, but maybe partner will bid if we pass it back to them. But it's so interesting that partner didn't bid over a club and now all of a sudden is showing 6 or more diamonds. Is it because, no, I mean, it just would have been an overcall, not even a preempt. Very strange. This one's puzzling to me. And of course, if we're beating 3 spades, we want to be doubling to get our 200, because certainly we're going to be able to make 3 diamonds. So, 3/4 of our hand says bid, but queen jack of spades scream pass. So it's just the question of which is the stronger factor. From a law of total tricks perspective, partner has 6 or more diamonds. We have 9 or more diamonds. The opponents have 8 or more spades. If there's 17 trumps, we should be passing. If there's 18 trumps, actually, we should be bidding. So if either East has a 6th spade or North has a 7th diamond, then we should be bidding. I can't believe North would have 7 diamonds, though, and pass over a club. That's just crazy. I don't trust what's going on. I'm passing. And this, of course, this may be wrong. Partner at the end of the hand sees that we had ace jack third in support and 17 points, and you didn't, what on earth are you doing? You didn't bid? So anyway, we're going to pass. And maybe partner backs in, but I doubt it. It's probably going to go pass. And we're going to lead. Do we lead the king of hearts or the ace of diamonds? I think we lead the ace of diamonds. Well, partner didn't overcall. I don't know. You have a bad suit. Of course, we should have thought about this in the auction. I'm going to lead king of hearts. Okay, 10 from partner, denying the jack. Let's just take this a little slow here. King, ace, 10, 6. Okay, so that's not great. If declare has jack 9, started with jack 9 third and partner 10 doubleton, then, we just actually set up a trick for declare. But, if partner had singleton 10, there's nothing we could do. Let's think, what are we going to do if declare plays a club towards the king jack? If they have 6 spades, yeah, look, partner has singleton 10, shoot, we should have bid. Partner has singleton 10, so declare probably has 6 spades, 3 hearts, probably 2 diamonds and 2 clubs. We can probably be okay ducking a club when declare leads towards the king jack. Sort of the type of thing you want to think about ahead of time rather than follow suit and then declare plays a club and you're like, oh, should I take my ace or not? And you've got to think about these things ahead of time. Rough it. Oh, what a disaster. Okay. So declare had jack 9, 4th of hearts, and ace 6th of clubs. So now actually they may very well have a singleton club. But what can we do here? Look at the heart spot. So how annoying is this? They're going to be able to rough a heart in the dummy. We win the queen, the pin the 7 with our 8, and declare 6 is going to be good. So let's win the queen and exit in trumps. I count 4 tricks for us, but we've got to get our partner in to lead a diamond through in case declare has the king. But we may not be able to. We may be stuck because we're going to win the queen here. Then the jack of hearts next round. Then our 8 will cover the 6 and he'll rough it. And then basically he'll have I don't know if it's going to be on a club guess, but if he leads a club up, we're going to have no choice but to win the ace in case it's a singleton, because we can't tell at this point whether declarer has 2 diamonds and 1 club or the reverse. And our partner should be giving us diamond count if it was kind of a high level partnership. And then we would be able to figure out what would declarer's minors work. Anyway, we're simply going to win and exit in the trumps. Declarer's we're going to find out here, because declarer's going to go jack of hearts, ruff of heart, and then he's going to have to get off the dummy. And that's going to basically solve the whole hand for us. Oh, he had the 4, not the 6. Okay. The 6 went in the first round. Okay. Diamond. Perfect. So now we can just, okay. Ace. And now let's play the jack of diamonds so that we get a count on declarer's hand. So that this is the danger. If we play a heart now and declarer ruffs and plays a club, do they have a second club or a second diamond, right? We know their hand. It's 6 spades, 4 hearts, and 2-1 either way in the minors. So we want to right now discover if we play another diamond and declare ruffs, so we know they have 2 clubs and we can duck and they're on a guess. But if we play a heart or a spade and a heart, then declarer is going to just play a club right away, and we don't know if they have a diamond left or a club left. So is it worth it to play the jack of spades first? I mean, it doesn't really matter, but let's do that just for fun. Okay, let's see. Is declarer going to follow? They followed. Okay, so declarer only has 1 club, so the hand's over. So we should have doubled and taken our 200, right? They had 2 diamonds. I'm going to play another diamond just in case they had 3 diamonds, but obviously that's not going to be the case. Okay, so we'll play a club and we go up. And okay, so a lot of instructive stuff with that deal. Let's see how 4 diamonds does. It's going to skip to the next hand, but let's take a look at the result. We can make 4 diamonds, double dummy. So we have 2 major suit tricks to lose, and diamonds come home, and the king of clubs is onside. Although there's a 5-1 club break, so we do have to be a little bit careful if we're in 4 diamonds. We're going to have 1 trump to ruff, and then 1 heart to pitch another one, and then the queen will be good. Yeah, we can probably handle it. And of course, it says we can handle it. So this wasn't good in the bidding. We needed to double for a complete success, or we needed to compete to 4 diamonds and then make it. They probably would have led their singleton club. And if you duck it, then you're going to go down. But if you win the ace, and then you have to draw trumps, otherwise they're going to get a ruff. And so you have to draw trumps and then basically work on hearts. So let us know if you ended up competing. I would have bid with my partner's hand over 1 club. Like you have a 6-card diamond suit, just overcall 1 diamond or 2 diamonds. It's, who cares that you have queen 5th of clubs? That means partners potentially more shortened clubs, and people open 1 club on whatever these days. They don't necessarily have to have a long club suit. So that was not great in the auction, but the play provided some interesting counting situations. If I didn't lead the king of hearts, would declarer have done better? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think it worked out the same. I mean, they couldn't always run the jack of hearts or ruff a heart in the dummy, or set up a club. If I keep the ace of hearts in the dummy, then they can just play a club and then they're going to get a pitch. So I don't think it really mattered what I led. So next deal. All right, last deal. And we're in 3rd seat with a solid 8-card suit and 3 queens on the side. We're vulnerable, but I would like to open 3 no trump. And let's see what this says. Gambling. Minor without any outside ace or king. 9 to 15. We have 9 and 6 is 15. We kind of have the max because we have all the queens and no aces and kings outside. You know what? Why not? 8-card suit. Let's do it. And it's going to be up to our partner to kind of place the contract. If they think they have enough stuff outside of clubs, and they're going to know what our suit is almost for sure, then they can pass. But if they think that there's not enough stuff out there to prevent the opponents from running a ton of tricks, it's up to them to pull to 4 clubs. So let's see what happens. And of course, this also messes up the opponents. I mean, they're going to have to sort out, 4-4 major suits at the 4 level. They may play a 4-3 instead of a 5-4. Like there's a lot of ways this can win. Here's maybe not one of them. So we forced ourselves to the 4 level, and we have 8 tricks in our hand. So it's probably not good because partner's a passed hand. But let's see. We made it. Okay, they sold out to four clubs. The opponents can make, let's see here. We have 8 clubs. So we're going to get 1 club, probably a couple hearts, and maybe a diamond. The opponents can probably make 3 spades. As it is, we're in just a fine contract. Partner did well to pull because the opponents would take in all the spades and the ace of diamonds. As it is, there's not much to do in the play of this hand. One thing to notice is we may, oh, interesting. Okay, we may want to, we see we have the Jack 4 of clubs in the north hand. We may want to recognize that we probably have 2 entries there. Oh, no, we don't. We only have 10 clubs between us. So, okay. So basically what can we do here? And they played a heart into the ace jack. What we want is, well, if getting 1 diamond pitch is not enough, what we need to do is have the opponents duck a diamond and then get a pitch. So how can we manipulate them into doing so? Or the other option is there could be a potential squeeze, actually. If that was from like 8 doubleton and West also has the ace of diamonds, no, there's no squeeze because we would need 2 pitches from our hand. We actually need the opponents to duck a diamond for this to work. So do I want to get the queen on the table or play low? I think I want to get the queen on the table because getting an extra heart trick doesn't matter because we still have queen double and diamonds. And this might unblock things to help later with a potential squeeze if somehow they duck the ace of diamonds, which they're not going to. So I want to draw trumps. Do I want to play a diamond towards the king and hope they duck on my left? Or do I want to play a diamond from the dummy? Or sorry. North is the declarer. So the queen X of diamonds are visible. So yeah, I want to lead low towards the queen. That's the only hope of a duck. Yeah. So let's go club to the ace, club to the jack, make sure they're 2-1, and then a low diamond towards the queen. And then if somehow that gets ducked, even still, if East has the ace of diamonds, there's no squeeze anyway because of the position. They're over dummies diamonds and West will be guarding hearts. So there's nothing to do on this hand. Okay, I'm actually going to play a diamond towards the king. I think that's the only legitimate hope. Okay, trumps are drawn. So we're going to play a diamond to the king. Deuce. Okay, so now I am going to rough a spade, run all my trumps, and in the end, I'll have the 4 of hearts and the queen of diamonds. If we haven't seen the ace of diamonds, then we just play a heart and hope they're good. Will it work? Almost for sure not. That it's going to require West to have started with 5 hearts or 6 hearts and the ace of diamonds. We know they have the ace of diamonds. So we're just watching for the ace of diamonds, a very simple squeeze. Let's throw all our, oh, there's a heart. Okay, well, maybe that was 8 deuce doubleton. Maybe we'll get really lucky here. 9 of hearts. Okay. Getting better. We've actually seen 5 hearts from the opponents and we had 6 between us. So the opponents only have 2 hearts left, right? Okay, this is going to be the squeeze card. West is going to be squeezed if they're down to ace of diamonds and 2 hearts. No. Okay, so I'm assuming that West has both hearts here, but what can we do? Oh no, he has the ace of diamonds though, right? So I think these are good. No, East had 4 hearts. Okay, so East was guarding hearts the whole time. There was nothing we could do. So we made 5, which was a little bit fortuitous. Partner actually had a great hand for us, kind of 9 high card points as a passed hand. So of course, if we were in 3-no trump, it's very interesting. This is actually a pretty good lesson. If it had gone 3-note trump, pass, 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 or pass, pass, 3-note trump, all pass, and West was on lead, you can see if they lead a heart, we're going to make a ton of tricks. If they lead a club, we're going to make a ton of tricks. No one would ever lead a club. They know our suit is clubs, but sort of the standard lead in these situations would be to lead the ace of diamonds, lead your ace, get a look at the dummy. They're going to see the dummy and they're going to say, aha, declare doesn't have the ace king of spades. So then they're going to shift right away to spades. Because typically with a gambling 3-note trump, as soon as declare gets in, that's it, hands over. They're going to take their 9 tricks because they've got probably an 8-card minor that's running. So if they win 1 trick, that's it. They're making their contract. So against 3-note trump gambling, you got to take your tricks right away. There's just no choice. So that's why lead your aces, get a look at the dummy when they open gambling 3-note trump. So that's it. Let's take a look at our results. The first deal was, I think, a pretty normal game we got to and made it. And the opponent's poor East couldn't get her partner in for a ruff. And they could have tried under leading diamonds, which would have been a disaster. The second deal was pretty good for us. We got to our major suit fit, and the opponents each side can make 3 of their suit. Third deal, interesting. We can actually go down in 2 hearts, but it's very, very difficult to defeat that contract. And I think we did okay. The opponents can make 1 club. So actually, if we had passed and then doubled them, we would have done better because they were vulnerable. Fourth deal was actually, I thought, the most interesting deal of the set, both in the bidding and in the play. We should have bid 1 more. Partner had a bit more shape than we suspected or than expected. And then in the play, we just had to make sure to count and to play in such a way that we didn't give ourselves a problem in the count, whether we could give to Claire a guess in the club suit or not. And finally, the 5th deal, I thought this was pretty fun. Just open a gambling 3-note trump and get to our contract. And of course, game makes because partner had nothing wasted in spades and the king of hearts was onside. So definitely not a game you want to be bidding, but it was a fun deal nonetheless. So that's it for today. I hope you scored well. Thanks again for joining me. Happy holidays, everyone. And we'll see you again soon on the IntoBridge Daily Celebrity Challenge. Take care.